All right, I'll be right over.
You don't wanna.
Too bad.
Kyril, you don't. You're still a sweet Christian boy. Don't do it.
I mean, who is that?
I don't know.
To Google.
Weeb.
Yeah, that's bad.
It really is. I'm a proud American man.
I thought you didn't pick lowly.
I didn't.
God, that's terrible.
God has nothing to do
At least
with
this is on your browser, not mine.
Oh no! My Google Analytics.
Too many vowels.
I'm going to have to delete my search history now.
What is this?
I should have incognito mode this.
What even is this from?
I don't know.
It's from a visual novel. That's all it says.
Oh.
Look what you've done.
I've transgressed. There's no way to get into heaven for me.
Just close out, and we'll start over with a different poll. Go to goats. There's nothing impure about goats.
Guys, I just realized we weren't recording that whole bit.
Good.
It's censored. It's gone forever.
It does not deserve to exist.
All you guys need to know is Kyril's apparent waifu is Hazuko Aya.
I don't even know. I can't actually find what it's from. This is like some super niche stuff that this person did, or like some super 2000s.
I don't know, man. I thought it'd be funny to make fun of anime nerds, but apparently we were the ones that got joshed in the end.
Apparently.
They're becoming more self-aware. They're going to overrun our society, and before you know it, I'm going to have to call you Kyril-kun everywhere I go.
What?
I don't know. I said they're going to take over, and then, you know, Kyril-kun.
Anyways.
What?
Moving
Annoying
on.
question time. What's your favorite color? Green? Oh, no, there's more emoticons!
Okay, new ground rule.
Yo.
If a question has emoticons in any of the answers, we skip it.
Okay.
We skip the whole poll. It is not
whole-
worthy of our time.
But which Tamagotchi character are you?
Yeah, no.
Okay, you ready for this one?
All right.
You stand no chance, Kyril.
Are there emoticons?
No.
It's a better start already.
Okay. What is your favorite thing to do in free time? Be around friends, eat, sleep, read. None of these, or play sports.
None of these.
None of these. Nonnies? What is your favorite food? Pizza, tacos, anything you can reach, ramen, noodles, steak, or none of these?
None of these. At least they have other options on here.
Yes.
I feel like that's just going to make their job harder at the end if you keep picking none of these, but...
If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Super speed, super strength, control of the elements, and none of these, or flight?
Control all the elements. Wait, okay. Is this an Avatar thing?
No.
Okay, then control all the elements, because I'm taking that literally to mean all of the elemental things.
Yes. Which would you rather be? An astronaut, martial arts master, and I got a picture of Bruce Lee. Good job there, kiddo. None of these, pirate, ninja, or soldier.
Did they put these in alphabetical order?
I think so.
I'm going to go with none of these. That's lazy.
Okay. When faced with a problem, you think it out, let someone else deal with it. None of these, do what you can, or wing it.
The first one, think it out.
Okay. I usually wing it, but oh well, that's me. Ladies and gentlemen, go on to this same exact quiz that I won't reveal until the very end and fill in the answers for me. What's important to you? Accomplishing your goals? Friends! None of these. Freedom or your relationship.
It's just what's important. That's all it says.
Yes. What's most important?
I'm going to go with none of these, I guess.
Jacques!
I mean, it's so vague.
Which would you rather live in? In the city? None of these. On a boat? In space? Or in the country? I feel like none of these.
I want to be in space just so this can end.
What's your favorite color? Black, orange, none of these. Blue, brown, or red?
None of these. None
How
of
do you-
these. Go ahead.
How do you prefer to travel? By plane, by boat, none of these. By car or train?
How is that actually how they phrase it?
by plane, by boat, none of these by car or by train.
So none of these is just smacked in the middle.
Yes.
I give up.
None of these.
Car, I guess, if I have to pick.
Okay, favorite type of music.
Okay.
I think this is the last one, according to this.
Good.
None of these. Hip-hop, pop, rock, or jazz.
None.
Calculating results. I'm looking at an ad right now. It's a very bad ad. Ladies and gentlemen, go to Lulz. You got Mikasa from Attack on Titan. You just did which anime character are you quiz.
That is so vague and
Isn't
terrible.
it dumb?
That's the problem with all of these sorts of quizzes, is that they're all so vague that they mean absolutely nothing.
Do you know what every line of the soccer field means? Yes or no?
No. Wait, what, every line?
Yes.
I guess not. I've never really looked at a soccer field. I feel like I could probably take a pretty good guess, though.
Blank goes through my mind when I'm at my kid's game and they are losing by a lot.
I don't have a kid.
What's the score? They are cheating. Is it over yet? That team is really good.
Wait, I don't have a kid. Where's the option for that one?
You don't have one.
Then I can't answer.
What's the score?
I don't have a kid.
You're at your nephew's. Wait, you don't have a sibling.
I don't have a sibling.
You're at your cousin's soccer game, and they're losing by a lot. What goes through your mind? What's the score? They are cheating. Is it over yet? Or that team is really good?
Is this the GOAT one?
No.
Can we do the GOAT one?
Do you really want to do the GOAT one?
I do, because at least those are going to be fun. Not soccer crap.
I'm going with
what is this soccer one even for?
You'll find out. After a game, no matter what, I want my cousin to know I'm proud of him/her. False or true?
True, I guess.
I know what offsides mean. Yes or no?
Yes. This is just way too specific.
Well, yeah. When we get the results, you'll figure it out. Showing support is sometimes the most important part of the game.
False. Winning is the most important part.
Before games, my kid eats blank. Whatever's handy, a good meal with proteins and carbs. Or did they eat? I should feed them.
Probably that last one.
God. I always carry extra water and soccer balls in my car. True or false?
False. I feel like we should be playing some music under this.
Do you?
Yeah.
Why?
Because there's quite a bit of dead air.
Bad weather, I am watching from my car. Yes or no?
Yes. I mean, okay. Let's drop some truth here. Unless you're the coach, if you're a parent at your kid's soccer game, you can watch the game from your car. No one will care. No one expects you to get drenched or covered in snow.
You are a reluctant soccer mom. You just took the soccer mom quiz.
Okay, let's do goats.
Greatest quiz of all time.
Goats are at least going to be fun.
Okay. On the first... This is already miles leagues better. On the first day of school, you make friends by going up to talk to somebody, wait for somebody to talk to you, hang around your old friends, listen in on a conversation and answer one questions and just join the conversation, or start reading a really big book and wait for someone to comment on how smart you look.
Hang out with old friends.
Okay. Your library accidentally falls on the person... Wait, your library book accidentally falls on a person's head who has the locker beneath you. You say, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Do you need to go to the nurse? I'll take you. Oops, it must have slipped. I'm sorry. Whoops, I'm sorry. Are you okay? Hey, listen, I got this algebra test. Could you help me? Or, hey, are you okay? I'm sorry. Hey, what's your name? Cool. Hey, you have a science with me? That's cool. See you later.
This isn't goats.
This is goats.
This is not goats.
This is goats.
I'm going to come check.
Yes.
It better be goats.
It's goats.
This does not sound like goats.
I know it doesn't sound like goats, but it is goats, I assure you.
Which type of...
What type of goat are you, Kyrol?
Well, the last one, I guess.
What do you do if you get a D on a test about a subject that you have no interest in? Yell and instantly get mad at the teacher and blame your bad grade on anything that you can get your hands on. Shrug it off, it doesn't matter. Get upset and start to cry. Get a dreaded feeling in the bottom of your stomach, or go back to the teacher, usually filing a complaint to the principal.
Shrug it off.
Shrug it off?
Yes.
How would you react if somebody accidentally trips you while you're walking in the hall? Get up and walk away like nothing happened? Tell your friends you're fine, even though it hurts a little. Get mad at the person who tripped you and yell after them, or limp to the hospital?
The first one.
Okay.
That last one was weirdly specific.
What would you say if your friends say they couldn't come over because they have to go do some fundraiser thing for their mom's aerobic group or some
This is way too specific.
Are you sure? Really sure? Okay. Okay, I'm sorry you can't come. Come on. You need the exercise. How about you go get kidnapped by demons and knocked over for 3 hours and then
This is really specific.
Come on. Come on.
Second one.
Okay.
This is way too specific.
We're definitely going to find out which goat you are.
I don't think this is the right kind of goat.
What would you say to your friend in the following scenario if your friend is going to go in lunch, write bad things about a teacher they don't like in the teacher's whiteboard? You think it's a bad idea, but you don't want to get in trouble. No way? Well, okay. Maybe we can do something else, or I'm all for it. When do we start?
You left out part of one of those lines. I think you need to say the whole thing.
Maybe we can do something else, like gluing a toilet seat to the door.
There you go.
You're welcome.
So, you think it's a bad idea, but you don't want to get in trouble? No way.
No way?
Don't do the thing.
You are a Nubarian. Congratulations.
Nubians
Nubians.
stand out from the crowd. So I feel like this is just somebody took a bog standard personality test and then randomly applied goat species to it.
Is that wrong?
It sure ain't right.
The point of this is these are supposed to be bad.
Yeah, I know. Well, no, they're supposed to be dated.
Well, I think that's pretty dated.
They should be cringy because they're dated, not because whoever did it was clearly 5 years old and didn't know how to barely format a website.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Cairo. I'm cringy as they come, and I've never dated a day in my life.
What?
I said I'm cringy as they come, and I've never been dated a day in my life.
Okay.
Get it?
Yes.
Ha 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 ha. I'm funny. Thank you. Cutting edge
welcome.
comedy on the Two Schmoes Show. We really ask what humor is and ask on a subjective level how you feel about it.
What? Okay.
My voice hurts after voicing all those questions.
We're going to talk about movies.
Yay.
Because there's some weird stuff going on here.
No.
So first of all, I think we have to get this out of the way. For some reason, right now, The Nun is top of the box office, even though it only has a 26%.
I mean, what else are you going to watch, though, that weekend?
Crazy Rich Asians.
Everybody already saw that.
I wouldn't. Searching. Peppermint. Literally anything else.
My voice
I'll stare at a
hurts.
blank wall for 2.5 hours instead. That'll probably be scarier, too.
I mean, if the Kool-Aid Man... Okay, can we get a blank wall movie, and then randomly throughout the film, at one point, the Kool-Aid Man just comes through and jump scares the audience? Oh, yeah.
I honestly don't like the horror genre.
You don't?
No, because horror, I think, at least today, is... And honestly, in general, it's just a code word for jump scares, but we don't know how to write.
I mean, horror really has bad story writing to it.
Like, just in general, I think historically that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's a good movie, it's usually called a thriller.
Yes. That's exactly it.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I'm reading a book right now about story writing. Hirohiko Araki's Manga and Theory and Practice.
Uh-huh.
And he literally says, you know, a horror with a good story is a thriller.
Yeah.
And thrillers cannot be serialized because you already know everything that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no way to expand on on a thriller.
Mm-hmm. So, The Nun is doing annoyingly well in the box office. I hope they spent way too much money making that.
Let's check the budget, shall we?
Probably not high enough. It's barely a movie.
22 million.
The Un. If you type in The Un, it just sends you to the UN homepage.
The Un. Hey, the UN.
What do
No,
you know?
22 million. That's really cheap for a movie.
That's pretty cheap.
And they've already made double that.
More than double.
That means it's a successful hit.
It's a 26%. Even the audiences gave it a 48. That is bad.
I hate the practice of making movies so cheap that they're going to be guaranteed to like make buck.
This is almost 3,000 people rated this movie, and more than half of them said they did not like it.
Mm-hmm.
That is incredibly rare.
Yes.
Critics aren't happy with it.
I'm just keeping my fingers crossed for the Venom movie because I want a horror superhero movie.
The Nun is about as terrifying as a Cub Scout weenie roast.
Hey, you've done those. How terrifying are those?
They're not very scary.
Oh.
The script utilizes the kitchen sink approach common to contemporary Hollywood blockbusters, and the film is worse off for it. Were it not for sudden blasts of Dolby fury, there would be nothing to provide shocks, let alone scares. What terrifies most is the complete and utter lack of plot. Thank you, Scott Marks from the San Diego Reader. That was awesome.
He receives the honorary Schmo Award of the Day.
Yes. So the thing that's caught my eye, though, here on Rotten Tomatoes for current releases is Peppermint.
Yes.
Right now has a 13% on the tomato meter, but 82% of people who saw it liked it.
Whoa.
It has a user rating of 4.1.
Is this one of those films that are propaganda and then people who like the propaganda say yay?
This is an action movie.
Okay.
So I'm just going to read through some of the... Oh, there's no audience reviews. So let's pull that up in a new tab. So some of the critic reviews here.
Wow.
Leaves a trace of slime that's hard to wipe up and leaves the feeling that it would be better for the world at large if this movie hadn't been made. That's New Yorker. Associated Press. Peppermint is not some model of equality, it's just violent escapism that happens to have a woman in the lead role. NPR. The title with its slight echo of the 1973 Pam Grier vehicle Coffee promises a sticky confection of feminism and violence, but the movie itself is a desultory drag.
Damn.
What do Real Pepple have to say?
Real Pepple?
Real Pepple. So this is actually a pretty well-written, long review. So this is Louisa M. Peppermint is one of those revenge movies that fails to stand out from the crowd. It's not great, nor is it bad. It just manages to exist. If you're a fan of violent payback films, this one likely won't disappoint. It may leave a rotten taste in some viewers' mouths with its icky feeling of racism and general unpleasantness, but it's at least as entertaining as other forgettable films in the genre. Think of it as Death Wish with a female star.
Okay. But I also believe we had Kill Bill.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's kind of old now.
It was a good movie, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
If not, albeit a little disturbing.
Mm-hmm. So what else do we have? Operation Finale. Alpha's actually doing pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah. See, Alpha's one of those like classic examples for me of movies that look really good when you see the trailer in theaters.
Uh-huh.
But as soon as they start to push it out towards the general audience on TV or on
yes.
YouTube when they have to have it be within 30 seconds long, it completely loses all the meaning of the trailer. And they overdub it with that weird movie announcer voice.
Oh, yeah.
Even though it's completely unnecessary.
World.
Yeah. Coming to a
I
theater
can't even
near
remember the last
you.
time the phrase "in a world" has been used in a trailer, unironically, and
Yeah.
it's still cliche.
It's just... I see that happen a lot with movies. And I think it's because with movies like Crazy Rich Asians, Fallout, Mission Impossible Fallout, those sorts of movies that do really well and make a lot of money, it works because those are the genres of movies that they are.
Yeah.
But then they try to apply that to literally everything, and it doesn't work. I want to hear an original voice in your trailer.
There's a top 13 movie trailers list that start with the phrase "in a world."
Really?
Yes.
What is number 4?
Let's see.
Let's go with a weirdly specific one.
Okay, that's 13, 12.
Oh, is it one of those you have to click through each one?
Yeah.
Ugh.
There's
Ew.
11,
Eh.
10. I almost said 13. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
And?
Comedian, 2002.
I don't know that one.
In a world where laughter was king.
I actually don't know that movie.
What's number 1?
What is number one?
Cyborg, 1989. Welcome to the world. That doesn't count.
That doesn't count.
That does not count.
You set up these conditions ahead of time, and then you ruin it. So are these based on just a trailer, or are the actual movies the good part?
Trailer.
Why even bother? I'd much rather have good movies that had trailers that happen to have In a World at the start.
In a world where freedom is history and brutality is law. Planet of the Apes, 2001.
Okay, that's an okay movie. There's
In
worse.
a world fraught with corruption, 4 young boys united by fate, torn apart by destiny, somewhere between love and honor, between courage and not courage, between Kansas and Utah.
Is that... I know that one. What is that one?
You know it.
I know it. I can't think of it.
You know it.
I don't know.
South Park the movie.
Yeah.
In a world where owning a radio was strictly forbidden, and there was apparently no Two Schmoes Show then, one man found a way to bring good news to his people. He made it up.
There you
Jacob
go.
the Liar.
So in movies that are coming out this
In a
weekend-
world where professional sports has sunk to a new low, 2 guys invent a game that took them to the big time.
No idea.
Basketball.
Basketball?
Yes! It's a notoriously bad movie.
Mm.
You see, okay, it's literally the last 3 trailers on this list that don't have In a World start off in their thing.
Yeah, because it's so cliche and bad that there's not going to be a good one that has it.
True.
So one of the releases, though, this weekend... Wait, no, this is all the way into next weekend? What is this doing?
My voice is bleeding.
Opening this week. There we go. Okay. So is there any movies that you've seen lately that look interesting?
I heard Next Gen on Netflix was good.
I haven't heard of that.
It's like, okay, I saw a review of it on YouTube, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was called Big Hero 6 for school shooters.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a bit rough.
That's quite the, title.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. My voice hurts a lot right now.
Yeah.
I don't know, reading all this stuff. I just wanna...
So there's really 2 releases that are of interest this week.
What's up?
The Predator, which I know absolutely nothing about other than it has Olivia Munn in it.
Okay.
Keegan-Michael Key.
Ooh.
Wait, is he? No, he's not. He must be acting in it. I thought for a minute there, was he writing or directing this? But
That'd be
he's
cool.
not. Movie's not doing too hot so far. Tomato meter is active at 43%.
I heard there was a Purge TV series now.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it any good?
No.
I'm not surprised.
43%.
Did you hear about the scene that they had to cut from Predator, though?
What?
So apparently one of the people who was cast in it was determined to be a sexual predator,
Oh!
which is kind of ironic, I think.
A little on the nose there, eh, Hollywood?
But apparently the director of it intentionally hired him. He was one of his friends. Hired him, was like trying to give him a second chance sort of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
But Olivia Munn found out and basically refused to let the movie go forward if the scene wasn't cut that they were both in. So the scene got cut, and then they released it, I guess.
Ta-ta-da.
The other movie that I've actually seen some ads for is White Boy Rick.
White. I turned myself into a white boy, Morty. I'm White Boy Rick.
So this is set in 1980 Detroit at the height of the crack epidemic on the war on drugs. White Boy Rick is based on the moving true story of a blue-collar father and his teenage son, Rick Wersch, who became an undercover police informant and later a drug dealer before he was abandoned by his handlers and sentenced to life in prison. Has Matthew McConaughey as
Ooh.
Rick's father. And that is pretty much it this week. We're still pushing through that slump, that movie
We're almost
slump.
out, for all I care.
We are. We're getting close.
Once we get into October, we'll be fine.
Yep. I do love looking through some of the B movies that make it onto the upcoming list.
Mm-hmm.
So
I personally prefer the propaganda films, but
yeah, rodents of unusual size, 2018.
okay.
Are you ready for this? This is a documentary. Rodents of Unusual Size explores a little-known region south of New Orleans that survived Hurricane Katrina and is now facing its latest threat. Hordes of monstrous 20-pound rodents known as nutria. Louisiana's coastal wetlands are one of the largest disappearing land masses in the world, and the voracious appetite of this curious and unexpected invasive species from South America is greatly accelerating coastal erosion, which in turn... Oh, so it's just a nature documentary.
Oh,
That's kind of boring.
that's kind of boring. I thought it would be like New York.
Apparently, one of the local AAA baseball teams has one of these rats as their mascot.
Oh,
And some people are promoting it as a source of sustainable fur. Interesting.
yay.
San Francisco Chronicle raves, a bit icky, yet full of charm.
Great.
Bizarre and fascinating documentary that'll make your jaw drop. We see... Oh my god. Okay, do you know Mark Leeper? Because I don't.
I don't.
But he apparently runs Mark Leeper's Reviews. Who would have known?
Not me.
This movie is actually being pretty well reviewed. Of the people who reviewed it, all of them liked it.
So, like, what, 93, 100?
100 so far. There's only been 10 reviews, but
Yeah.
10 for 10. I'm offline again.
Uh-oh.
I'm getting tired of this.
Yeah.
This is a legitimate issue. So, that's pretty much all I have.
Is your other laptop hooked up to the internet, or is it just that one?
They both are,
Huh.
but I haven't been watching this one. It has... I'm pretty sure my main laptop, my side laptop here, has a worse network card than my main one,
Okay.
because it pretty frequently has a worse connection.
All right.
But, yeah.
But
Anything else that's interesting here? There's a lot of political movies coming out.
yeah,
We have American Chaos.
I think it has something to do with the fact that it's an election year this year.
Probably.
Yeah. Because it's like, hey guys, don't vote for the wrong party. Even though parties are an arbitrary system that we've dedicated to ourselves to give ourselves a red and blue pill of choice.
So what is this one?
I choose
Starting
life.
6 months before the 2016 elections, Jim Stern puts... Jim Stern. It's awfully close to Jim Sterling.
I was about to say, come on, man.
Jim Stern puts his life on hold and, driven to understand what seems incomprehensible at the time, traveled through red states to interview and spend time with Trump supporters from different backgrounds. It was a search for insight and answers for anything that could explain the billionaire's surging appeal and why these voters remained untroubled by so many troubling things the candidate had said and done. This journey became his heart of darkness into the American body politic at a profoundly critical point in our history, and the film he returned with, American Chaos, sheds unique light on difficult issues roiling the nation, chronicling a cultural divide still dangerously misunderstood that continues to tear at the fabric of our democracy. Interesting.
Yeah.
So this is actually a proper political documentary film.
I'm hesitant to say anything's ever proper when it's a commercial media like this. I would say it really depends on the people involved in the project.
Just based on the info on the movie, this seems to be a bit more genuine, less propaganda focused.
Okay.
Interesting. 2 people. It's so small. 2 people have voted if they want to see it or not, which
Aw.
isn't enough to give a score yet.
That's
So-
adorable.
It's adorable. It's cute. 4 reviews for it. One person, they said, despite frustrating omissions, it is a well-made film. So, interesting. Seems. I'm getting sort of a like a Food Inc. sort of a vibe from this one.
You think so?
You know,
Don't you have that movie?
I do. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
Informative. Makes you feel bad about your lifestyle.
I don't know about you, but I feel great about my lifestyle right now.
Not if you watch Food Inc. You won't.
Good sir, I lost 28 pounds in the last month.
Have you had meat in any of those? Period. Has it been from any fast food places?
Not really, no.
Ever?
Like, I probably eat a couple burgers here and there.
Then you'll
but
feel bad about yourself.
No, I won't.
Yes, you will.
Animals don't have feelings,
It doesn't matter.
and we are all animals.
They are still horrifically treated at the larger levels.
You can never convince me to go vegan.
I wouldn't.
Why?
But you can still try and get your food from better sources.
I mean, Chartwell seems to be a good place.
Mm.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Give us a sponsor.
I just wish that they had more time to work on their food
Yes.
because they have all the equipment here.
I truly
they
do feel
need.
like Chartwell's is rushed at times.
Oh, yeah. Because, okay, I got burgers from them the other day.
Yeah.
And they were like flash cooking them because there were so many people up there that they didn't have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
And they were flash cooked, so they were all burned on the outside. But the inside of them was actually pretty good, where it wasn't all charred. So it's like you can see the potential there, but they just have to put out so much volume of food that it kind of gets lost in the process.
Yeah, I agree with that. If you're going to get a burger from the Chartwells, you get it up front first thing when you get in there. Otherwise, if it starts getting flash broiled, it's going to be charcoal and you bite into it.
Yep. Oh. I forgot that. Okay, so another movie this weekend.
Yes.
Unbroken, Path to Redemption. So, do you remember that movie, Unbroken? A while ago, World War II Chronicle of an Olympian and World War II hero.
No.
So, let me see if I can pull it up here. I saw this, I don't know if I saw it in theaters or not. It was a solid movie. It follows the path of 2014. Follows Louis Zapparini. He qualifies for the 1936 Berlin Olympics, I think is what it was.
Okay.
He ends up becoming a pilot, crashes his plane in the Pacific, and spends 47 days adrift in the ocean before he's captured by the Japanese Navy and sent to a POW camp. And he becomes a target of one of the prison commanders. And he spends his time there, eventually gets released. Competes. I think he competes at the Olympics against one of the Japanese prison camp runner people.
Whoa!
Something like that. There's some plot twist thing where he has to like fight them again.
But this time it's personal.
I remember it wasn't a bad movie.
Mm-hmm.
It was interesting. Wasn't great, but it was okay. Would watch maybe once again.
Once again.
So this is the sequel to that.
So this is
Based-
once again.
Yeah, the first one was based on the book Unbroken. This one is based on the second book. Picks up where the last one left off.
So you're saying that this time he's going to ride the bomb into Hiroshima?
Wait, what?
What?
Okay, I'm just going to read this because I feel like I have to read this to understand this. Haunted by nightmares of his torment, Louis sees himself as anything but a hero. Then he meets Cynthia, a young woman who captures his eye and his heart. Louis' wrathful quest for revenge drives him deeper into despair, putting the couple on the brink of divorce, until Cynthia experiences Billy Graham's 1949 L.A. crusade, where she finds faith in God and a renewed commitment to her marriage and her husband. Now her most fervent prayer is for... Oh. I feel like they took a movie that was mostly historically accurate and turned it into a religious thing.
No!
Unbroken, Path to Redemption brings to life the rest of this powerful real-life story of forgiveness, redemption, and amazing grace.
Amazing grace.
Ooh,
How
okay.
sweet the
Are you ready for this?
sound.
Some good scenes, a very good leading man, but dramatically just another altar call for the already saved.
Ooh!
I could not put that better.
Ouch!
That is exactly how I feel about like all
not
of
dead.
these movies that are coming out. What is the point of them?
Honestly,
You're not going to convert someone with a movie because they're not going to go and see it in the first place, to be frank.
Okay, can we talk about propaganda in general?
Please. We have 12 minutes.
In the days of commercial propaganda that we live in, one, it's almost impossible to convert someone to your different ways of thinking at this point. Because let's put it this way. Anybody who's in the middle of the road or looking or is smart enough to keep themselves open to ideas and not just blindly take a side are going to look for high quality content. And if you don't have a budget, there's no point.
Nope.
At that point, you're just exploiting your own audience who are just there to intellectually just get their, I'm so right. Oh, man, I love being right.
Yep.
And you know what? My schema, psychologically, is doing pretty well nowadays, and I think I can say that enough for myself, and I don't need a movie to tell me that I'm so right! I'm really great for what I believe in! You know what I mean?
I do.
Yeah. So, at this point, truly, you are wasting your money, and all you're doing is keeping people employed that work in the film industry. Which, good job, good on you. But to be fair, this isn't helping their resumes. This is just keeping them at a lateral stance.
Did they? Okay.
What's up?
They recast the lead.
Nunny.
So the lead was Jack O'Connell.
Okay.
It is now Samuel Hunt.
Nunny.
I don't like that.
Nunny.
That just doesn't make sense.
Nunny.
Why?
Why?
Why? I don't like it when movies do that. It's just not a good sign for how they're going to end up doing.
Unless your film starts with 007, it can't pull that off.
No.
That was good. I'm proud of myself. I'm patting myself on the back. What?
I'm giving you a long distance pat on the shoulder.
Hey, it was funny. I was right.
So that's it for movies. None of the rest look worth talking about.
Dude, I don't like propaganda film season. This is stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. That's why I want to go into advocacy for media literacy, so people can identify this stuff and make better decisions based on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever watched a propaganda film?
No. I mean, I guess kind of
What?
in a way, because like stuff like Food Inc. I guess is technically propaganda film.
That's true.
Most
Documentaries.
documentaries are in
Yeah.
a way.
in a
They're using
very
media forms of media to change your opinions on a topic.
That's very true. I mean, like something you just straight up looked at and you felt insulted by your intelligence by watching it.
Well, I can think of some of the samples of that, but not because of their messages they're trying to purport.
Okay. I've seen that with Reefer Madness.
I haven't seen that.
It's a 1930s drug movie.
I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
It's really bad.
Is it that bad?
Shall I read the plot synopsis?
I know it's kind of like iconically bad.
Yes. You ready for this?
Yes.
It's even listed in Wikipedia as being a propaganda film.
Really?
May Coleman and Jack Perry are an unmarried couple living together selling marijuana. May prefers to sell marijuana to customers her own age, whereas the unscrupulous Jack sells to teenagers. Ralph Wiley, a psychotic ex-college student turned fellow dealer, and Blanche help Jack sell cannabis to students. Young students Billy Harper and Jimmy Lee are invited to May and Jack's apartment by Blanche and Ralph. Jimmy takes Bill to the party. There, Jack runs out of reefer. Jimmy, who has a car, drives him to pick up some more. Arriving at Jack's boss headquarters, in quotations, he gets out and asks Jimmy for a cigarette. Jack gives him a joint. Later, when Jack comes back down and gets into the car, Jimmy dangerously drives off dangerously along the way, running over a pedestrian with his car. A few days later, Jack tells Jimmy that the pedestrian died of his injuries. Jack agrees to keep Jimmy's name out of the case, providing he agrees to forget he was ever in May's apartment. Jimmy does not indeed escape the consequences of the crime, a rare occurrence in the film. And does indeed escape from the crime. And there's literally more paragraphs because this movie is clustered and poorly written. What are you doing over there, Carol?
I'm calculating how much this movie cost.
Oh, in today's...
Okay, that's not that much.
How much?
Okay, so there's a movie that's called Marijuana.
Okay.
That's all it's called.
Mm-hmm.
And back in 1936, it had a $100,000 budget,
Mm-hmm.
which only comes out to about $1.8 million in 2018.
Okay.
But it's basically the exact same thing. It's laughably misguided.
Yeah.
Teenager Burma and her boyfriend Dick meet some friends on the beach, but one of their pals brings something that will ruin the lives of all the attendees. Marijuana. They even spell it right in the plot synopsis, but they didn't. Are you ready for this? Because this is where it gets good. Clothes are shed, minds are melted, and a stoned girl drowns. After helping drug dealer Tony cover up the death, Burma and Dick occasionally take a break from getting high and laughing maniacally to peddle grass themselves. Prostitution and untimely deaths follow.
Did you say they take a break from laughing maniacally?
Yes, to peddle grass.
Hold on, I'm going to put my face towards the board again.
It's bad. It's really bad. Oh my god. Wait, what?
What?
Okay. There may be some conflicting information here about the legitimacy of this film. Let's see here. Let's pull up the Wikipedia article.
Yes?
No, I don't know. Okay, so... Oh.
Oh?
Oh.
P.
It's basically a porn movie.
And that's all we got for today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Neil Ryan. I've been a schmo.
Apparently this was marketed to, like, trick people into seeing it who thought they were seeing, like, one of the other ones. How does that even work? Okay. I'm done. I'm done.
I knew I was in for a ride once you said the laughing maniacally.
Yeah. It kind of makes sense
now. The moment
now.
you said prostitution, something was up.
It's parody. It's really bad parody.
I kind of just want to watch some of these films, just make commentary tracks over them.
You know they got to be terrible.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking at a colorized scene from Reefer Madness.
Oh, yeah?
And they made sure to color the smoke coming from the dude green.
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 Why?
Like in very eerie green.
Why? Oh, yeah. Got to get that symbolism. Somebody took a note from Disney.
Oh, my gosh. I want to die.
It's bad.
Do I have any pills I can overdose?
No. Not here, at least.
Not here.
No.
Who's on after us tonight?
I don't think there is anyone.
Let me see. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna call them. They're gonna be my pills guy. Who's my pill guys for the night? Tanika's usually on after us. I don't think she works here anymore, though.
No.
Tanika! I need pills! Oh, we do have someone on tonight.
Do we?
Some guy named John Gabritsky.
I do not know him.
I think he's new. Oh, that's him. Can you give me some pills, dude? No. I need some pills! This is the Two Schmoes Show, dude. Yeah. I yell a lot on this show.
He does.
It's funny. Well, it's annoying.
Yes, that's more accurate.
The point of this is we are intellectual, but we also act like idiots. Thank you very much.
Something like that.
We are number one.
Did you see that somebody posted to his YouTube account today?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, his daughter put up a in remembrance video.
Oh.
And it was doing quite well.
Hey, yo, John! I just got a question for you, my dude. How do you spell your last name? How do you pronounce your last name?
Gabrisiak.
Gabrisiak. Okay, I was just curious. Because that was messed up, man.
Don't worry, I'll change it on the schedule. It's not going to be my name for the show.
Anyway, go back to what you were doing, Cairo. Sorry, I had to do that.
I mean, yeah, that's about all I got.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gabrisiak. Gabrisiak. That's actually kind of cool sounding. Say that with me, Cairo. Gabrisiak. Gabrisiak.
Anyways.
What is up with people having messed up last names in this station?
Yeah, it's kind of a thing.
Isn't it? It's now a thing. And that's bothering me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have Vor now.
There's just so many weird names. So many, like, not standard names.
No.
We need a Smith.
What
just
is
to balance
this
it out.
Right, we have Evans.
Yeah, but I guess.
That's only so much normal.
Yeah, it's a first name, though.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a first name, last name, so...
Yeah.
John Smith as a white guy.
Yeah, we need somebody who's got such a generic name that it balances out all the weird.
We had Sheer.
We did, but didn't he spell it kind of different?
S-C-H-E-R.
That's like share.
Yeah. I remember because I made a horror movie poster with Matt Shear on it for Photoshop.
Oh, yeah?
And it said, "This is nothing but sheer terror."
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
All right.
I missed you, Matt.
He'll be back someday.
Matt Shear will return in the Avengers.
On that, I think we're good to end.
You think we're good to end?
I think we're good to end.
This is sad. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an honor serving with you tonight. I've been the infamous Ryan, and I've been a schmo.
I've been Kyril, and I'm a schmo.
And this has been... we have like half a minute left till it's the end of the show. Kyril,
Yes.
this is now the time if you want to confess anything. I'll turn to a Catholic priest for like half a second.
I don't know. I gotta check with my imam first to see if that's okay.
Oh.
Just moving that jungle and that snow with the movie shit.
Anyway. I don't know, Kyril. I don't know what to say.
I think all we can say is, I think we're good. Have a good night, folks.
Now we're good. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Two Schmoes Show.